going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. Mo, the producer, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Truth Serum Podcast. Let's hear it! As ever, I'm your boy, Mr. Mo, the producer, and we have...
Jiggy Jai in the house, JIGGYJIGH. My name is Jiggy Jai. You can find me at Jiggy Jai on the social media tags. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and also...
I'm your boy Teddy, aka Tednovsky, but Russian. You can find me at KnowHowTV_ on Instagram. Today's choice of the day, we got pie. We're keeping it black. Da Vinci.
Nice.
Vanilla Week as well.
Give us some.
Let me give it 2 talks.
Yeah, bro.
Keep it locked. Yeah. This one's kind of sweet still.
Ooh, I like.
All right. And today, we have a guest. Introduce yourself.
I am Shauna, also known as Shauna McGorgeous, and I'm here ready to chop it up with these guys and see what's what. So be nice to the guys. Be nice.
We're always nice. We're always nice.
Hey.
This guy. This guy.
Loving the energy. Loving the energy.
All right. So, okay. I think we got it good.
That's so nice, you know.
Oh, I can smell it now.
Yeah, it does. It's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Sweet, nice, isn't it?
All right. Cool. So, yeah, let's get on. How's everybody been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good, man.
Yeah,
Busy,
week's
but
been good.
productive week.
Yeah, nothing but work and fragrances.
Oh, the mic. What? Oh, the mic was in the way. Yeah, we have problems with that every week, fam. Trust me. But yeah, yeah. So everyone's cool, yeah.
Yeah, all
Alright,
good, all
cool.
good, all good.
Nice one. All right. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight on. So today we've got a more, I guess, a more serious topic. So based on so the situation with Kanye West and Kim, or Ye as he's now known. Yeah, so basically, obviously, them two have split up and things is going crazy. And then obviously the story was the other day that one of Kanye's kids was having a birthday party and he wasn't allowed to come. And he had to text everybody. And let me get rid of these. And he had to text everyone and just to find the address just so he could show up to his kids. Right? And obviously they've been doing a little back and forward thing. And then he's just getting mad. And then obviously like one of his daughters is on TikTok and he don't want her to be on there and everything. So the subject for today is about co-parenting after you split up, like do's and don'ts, like how we feeling about that? Like yeah, what's the general vibe of the do's and the don'ts? Like what we supposed to be doing out here? You get me?
Boy, I mean, speaking as a mother, like I don't really feel that there is a set. I don't think you can have a clear-cut do or don't because each situation is different. But I do believe that there should be a fundamental goal, which is the health and well-being and the happiness of the children needs to be the goal for both parents. And I think if both parents have that in mind, both parents plus any like additional like step parents and stuff, if they keep that as the goal in mind, then anything that kind of happens along that journey shouldn't really go too far left if you're always keeping the child and their happiness at the forefront of your decision.
All right, so you mentioned step parents and stuff. All right, so how are we feeling about that? Like, because obviously the talk was that what's the brother's name? Pete Davis was in the house, right? So when's the time in it? When like if you split up with somebody, how long is it before they're allowed to bring that partner around your kids? Like, what are you saying? Because for me, I'm salty in it. Like real talk, like, I'm salty in it. Don't bring no bread around my like, especially if you're just some. Let's be real about it. Sometimes we make the mistakes in it. So if the ex is any hoe, and there's bare man just rolling. Uncle David and Uncle James, like I don't want that around my youths, innit? Like, so for me, until you've been dating for like a little minute, like a year and a half, I don't really think you need to be around my kid at all. You get what I'm saying?
But you chose to have a child with any hoe, so
yeah, but people make mistakes, innit? People fall in love. I mean, look at.
Bye.
I'm just saying, innit? My missus weren't famous for no flipping sex tape, innit? So if you do that and you kind of know what your lane is, You can't be like, oh no, you could, oh my god, no, you're my wife over here. But fam, you knew where it came from. You knew what the deal was.
It's so funny because a few episodes back we was talking about this, about can we turn a
yeah, hoe into a
Remember
housewife.
Nah,
Yeah.
do you
we had this whole discussion. You might have to put like a little
Yeah.
on the screen. And
I know people always say, oh, people can change.
we
But
had a whole
I ain't gonna lie
conversation
to
about
you.
I don't.
Hoes are hoes.
Nah, I feel like you lot's been unfair because so she had a sex tape with her boyfriend at the time, and that makes her a hoe. Like at the end of the day,
No,
Nah,
the
but
bare man that she's dealt with makes her a hoe.
But what do you mean, bare man?
Bare man.
Nah, no.
Kim has had so much breaders, yeah. That's what she's known
I
for.
only know Kim
serial
for that.
dating.
Real talk.
I lie.
alright,
I don't know her before,
Before
that.
the reality show
Yeah.
and the makeup or whatever they do outside of the reality show, I only know that there was
Right.
Ray J.
There was Brendan, Laurent,
Yeah, there was-
David, Sean.
There was there was all them NFL players.
Thank you.
Listen to me. Yeah, I'm not disputing.
Game
I'm not disputing.
played the tune the other day. Hold on.
Ah.
He was in the studio and he's like, oh, sorry, Kanye, but I bust my nuts. She swallowed my
She
kids.
swallowed my
Or some-
kids,
or some-
cuz. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, he was in the studio like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he knows what she is.
All
I'm
right,
not trying
but
to hear that.
hear what I'm saying, yeah? I am not disputing that her claim to fame might be off of the back of a sex tape. I'm not saying that we would have known her without that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is just because she's had a sex tape and just because she's had multiple partners while single before she's had children and whatever else, I don't
Drake.
think it's fair to call her a hoe. Yeah?
Right.
Because
Alright, go ahead.
it's the double standard.
I agree with you.
Man, them.
Man is hoe as well.
Yes.
Oh.
Right.
I don't discriminate.
Okay, but no one ain't calling Kanye a hoe though.
Kanye been a hoe and a bounty.
Okay, but automatically, like, you can't make a hoe into a
Bounty.
housewife. No one ain't saying you can't make a hoe into a husband. All I'm saying is,
Don't make a hoe.
if
Look,
Kim likes
Tristan Thomas will show you don't turn a hoe into a housewife, whatever his name is.
a hoe into a husband.
Husband, don't do it.
Okay, but
If you a hoe, you a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe.
but the point that I'm making is like you can't turn around and say that because you've labelled her as a hoe because she, in your opinion, has been with a bagger man. It could have just been 6, but you think it's
Teen.
but you think it's 60
Man beat
or whatever.
I beat Kim
what I'm
last week,
saying
fam.
is, but you're equating that to whether she can be a good parent, and that's not fair.
Oh
in
no
my
no 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 no
opinion.
no! That's not what I was saying about good parenting.
Well, it is
I
'cause
was
you're
just saying-
your woman's a hoe, so don't be
No,
surprised.
I
if she
was
brings a
saying
man around.
I was saying don't bring next man and next man and next man and next man and next man. But there's more of a likelihood if your girl was moving a certain way in the first place, there's more of a likelihood that she's going to continue to move that way. You get me? I'm not saying anything specifically about Kim.
Or old habits. Old
I'm
tricks.
just saying old habits die hard. You get me? And a lot of people, like some of the people that I've known, they can't wait. Oh, I'm single now. Leg boof boof. Like, come. Do you know what I mean? Man, you know the signal where you signal the plane.
but
Wait there.
even if that's the case, I don't think that automatically makes them a bad parent. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying
That
nothing
doesn't
about
make you a bad
a parent.
parent.
I'm not saying nothing about bad
or
parent.
a hoe. Teddy said they don't make you a bad parent or a hoe.
Oh, you know.
No, but real talk though, I'm just saying, innit? Like, if it was me, don't be loosey goosey and around my kid. I've got to know that you got a promise ring or something. You know what I'm
Man said
saying?
promise ring.
Promise ring, Raggo.
I
And
think-
you're wearing man's jacket. You know them way there. You remember them old school ways there?
But I also think it's important to like look
How
at
did you do?
look at who we're dealing with. Like, these are superstar reality stars, right? They're known worldwide. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, there's probably people in the house. Look how much just average cameraman in the yard all the time. So just because Pete Davidson or whoever she might be with might be in the house, to the children they might not necessarily equate that as mummy's new
Yeah.
boyfriend or mummy's new partner because they're used to
To
a
about-
million people
yeah.
being in
True.
the house.
That's a good
You
point.
don't know, and the house is huge, like a museum.
But what if mum is kissing and hugging onto the new boyfriend and stuff?
Well, obviously, in their situation, we don't know if that's what's happening. But like bringing
But
it
then-
back to
but
more
to be
general.
But I was gonna
fair,
say in a
It is kinda
general,
too soon. Like how
that's hella soon.
Yeah, how quickly did she get with this guy actually?
I don't know.
But is she even with him? Everyone's just speculating.
Well,
They're
I don't
pictured
know.
together,
For me-
and they're seen together, and everyone's just assuming that
I don't
they're
know too
together.
tough. All I know is that Kanye tried to go to the house, and there was an issue because my man was in the house. Innit?
According to Kanye.
Yeah, that's all I know of this guy. I didn't know she was actually seeing somebody.
But the point I'm trying to make is
But then
everyone's
currently-
forgetting.
But then doesn't he live across the road?
Now,
Right.
but everyone's forgetting these are marketing geniuses. So if she's
True.
walking on the street with Pete Davidson and going to get pizza or whatever it is they're doing, everyone's just automatically tweeting and generating
excited.
views for them, and it could just be a marketing strategy to
No,
stay
but that
relevant.
did slightly.
That's a good
I won't
point.
lie, but that did miss me in it. Like I don't know as deep as you. Like I just knew that he tried to go to the yard, and he was complaining.
I didn't even know that.
Listen, I support Kanye even when I probably shouldn't. Yeah?
Kanye's the best, bro.
Like, Kanye has big Gemini energy, a fellow Gemini. Like, I understand he's crazy, and there's not really much he can do for me to ever turn around and say I'm going to cancel Kanye. And I just feel like he's hurt right now because he's watching his family from a distance rather than being a part of his family. But I do think that he's talking a bit too much. I feel like I think he's definitely talking a bit too much. I feel like he needs to.
No, he's talking enough.
No, he needs to have the right people around him for him to vent to and to sound off to. But going to Vlad and going to Jason and having all these interviews just talking the things, I don't think that that's going to be healthy for his children.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's what Kim said.
And
she said the same way that you're out here in these streets talking all this talk is as damaging or more damaging than her being on TikTok.
But the whole thing with TikTok, like, I don't think he's necessarily wrong with having concerns, but I just think he's wrong for making everything public in the way that he is.
Airing out his business like that is a madness. And I feel like that for anybody. Like, don't ever air out your public things on Insta or any of them things. It's a madness. Booty and breast, bro.
Booty, bro.
Mad. But I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Like I'm saying, I understand the Gemini energy. Like, I've seen old, like, Facebook posts where I'm cussing and I look at it and I'm just like, oh, why did you do that? But it's how I felt at the time, and I'm not deleting it and I'm not taking it back.
I feel like I've already done it once.
And I respect when you put your foot down and say, this is how I felt at the time, innit?
Yeah.
Stop trying to cancel people for all this rubbish. If this
True.
situation is a scenario, innit? This is what was said. Even if this is the whole LGBT, there's certain things, I know I always go back to the minute. Even if there's certain things that were said at the time it made sense, innit? Stop trying to make people go back
at the time, yeah, real talk.
Get rid of. I hate all that cancel culture.
To be honest with you, talking about real quick, talking about cancel, the baby has beat everything, bruv. That brother has beat everything.
Because all you got to do is say sorry, and then you
he did
forgive
it.
it.
Well, the thing is, though, if you think about it, man shot somebody
he shot someone
and got away with that. He beat up my guy in the bowling alley just the other day and got away with that.
Yes.
Oh, we don't know if he got away with that.
Well, yeah, I was
it's
saying not yet.
soon.
But my man's not going to press charges.
But can I just say that?
It's not the street way.
Can I shout out to the brother, because like he was outnumbered and he still was trying to defend his sister's honour.
True.
I just saw that the baby grabbed his hair a lot.
No, the other guy, there wasn't a baby, it was the other guy.
The
What, the one they're trying to call the baby?
No, the security guard was holding his hair. It wasn't the baby.
Oh, you talk about when they were fighting on the actual
On the
bowling?
bowling
Yeah. It was the other guy.
The thing said baby on the brother's face.
It weren't him. The baby was if you watch, the baby comes in from the side and he swings the first thump. And then he's on some squips. And then the other brother's holding his hair.
Yeah, he's holding his hair too much,
And then he
bro.
comes in again for another thump. And then he's squips.
I thought it was
He's
the
like, you know
baby.
what, let me just walk
Well,
off.
this is it.
I thought he's doing too much.
To be perfectly honest, like that whole situation, I didn't know about. Someone sent it to me, and then on the thing that they sent me, it showed like an old video
I don't know what it's about.
where the baby is live on Instagram filming his pregnant woman, going, "You're just a certified side bitch. You're just a."
No, yeah. He
And
was
I'm
moving
like,
mad. He was
Hold on
moving
a
mad.
minute. She's in the house with you, pregnant with your child, and you have gone on Instagram Live to tell the whole world that she is not your woman,
I
and
saw
she's
that.
your certified side bitch.
He said.
I actually uploaded that.
I was like,
And got hella
He said
views.
it's because she wouldn't leave the house.
Yeah.
He said he asked her to leave the house. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying.
And she was actually a sad girl, so I
Yeah, like,
but
well,
she's
he weren't
carrying
treating
your
her.
child.
He was not. If you've seen all the back videos, they're all hugging up, kiss.
Like, but I didn't.
Yeah, but that's how
I
they
didn't
man
know
treat
all-
the sad
I
girls,
didn't know
though.
all of
That's
that.
not.
They
That's
treat
not
us-
a sad girl, bro.
Don't you remember when the sad girls,
the
were like,
sister of
don't
the
you remember when the
baby
sad girls were
carrying
getting treated better than the
Well,
main
she's
girls?
had the
And the
baby
girls were like,
now,
oh, so
but I didn't
we just be sad girls then.
realise-
Where? True, that was a thing.
So I didn't realize the backstory.
Big up
of
to the
that.
new
I know, right?
engineer.
Engineer man in the
Pick him up,
same.
man. I see him fixing mics.
Bad
and
man.
shit.
Yeah, like
Sound
I
engineer.
didn't realize the backstory, and I know we've kind of gone off on a tangent a little bit, but I just feel like it's relevant because I'm like,
No, that is relevant. Still.
she's carrying your child. Like I will never understand why any man will feel like it's okay to disrespect the mother of your child, regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstances into which this child came about. The fact that she is bringing your child to life, she deserves just respect just for that alone. Forget what's gone on.
Yeah, but how long does that respect go on for?
Until
Forever.
Because I was going to say, I know some real OGs
because she's
that
raising your child. What do you mean?
I know some guys that doesn't matter.
Right.
Certain people can feel it. Listen, you got to understand. If you feel a certain way about a person, yeah, it don't matter what they're doing. Like I'm not in that boat in it, but I know certain older people that they want to see their use. Yeah, they want to do certain things, but because their hatred for the woman, they can't.
Not even just that. There's certain women that are so greedy.
Bruv.
And I can use the example of 50 Cent's baby mother. So he he was done with the woman, but because he respected her being the baby mother of each other, because he set her up, he gave her half of the house, gave her whatever excessive amount every month, just as standard. Let's say, for example, it was given a, it was a ridiculous amount. Let's say 10k a month, 10k a month every month, and you've got the other half of the house. This greedy woman still decided, I'm taking you to court for child benefit or child whatever, thinking that she could get more because obviously he's at the peak of his game at the moment.
Yeah.
This prick took 50 cents to court, and the judge was like, what? You paid this amount a month? And ordered him pay 1k a month.
Shame.
So,
That
but
happened.
the massive,
Shame.
what I'm trying to say is, he was paying 10k,
And now she got less.
and
What do you call
And
it?
because of that-
when you bite off the what do you call it? The hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
Or the nose.
so she thought she could get more. The judge deemed
I
what
didn't know about that.
the judge deemed what he was paying as excessive.
Excessive.
Not only reduced it to 1k, but after the case, or after the court case, 50 kicked her out the house.
No.
I said, so she could have had a home set with the kids and 10k a month.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
greed.
How long
made
is that?
her- that's what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to wonder,
Oh, right.
50 was done with her,
That
but
happened
just
with Breezy, that happened with Breezy,
Okay,
the
but
guy
again,
lowered the amount.
but it
Yeah.
goes back to my original point. So in that situation, the mum was not thinking about the well-being and the happiness of the child. So everyone lost sight of that.
But the thing is, though, a lot of the time I see that though. Some of the girls on a regular level, some of the girls that I see, I know that they're getting child support, and it's their nails all sorted, their toes are sorted, hair is on some like this, you know what I mean? And the kid's got what's all around his face, wearing raggedy, holy clothes, no shoes.
Working
It's
where
like,
I've
fam,
worked for years, yeah.
Oh.
Man, put it out there.
bye.
Wow.
Yeah, listen,
these streets.
we've got an editor here, yeah. So at the end of the day, Lucian,
Don't edit it.
I used to sit there when I was supervisor on the call center. I was in charge of people once upon a time, right? I used to sit there and I used to see these chicks come in, yeah. Kids, it could be the same weather that we've had today, yeah, cold like today.
Bye.
You'll see them with joggers that can't fit them, nappies that are full up of caca, yeah. Their nose running, but you'll see the mum. She's got the freshest 98s on, yeah. Nails done.
Yeah.
Don't need weave, but got weave.
Yep.
Bruv.
Man said don't need it, but
Right.
got it.
Fresh
Buggy-
iPhone.
Listen, the buggy that you've got is the convertible M3 version. Bruv, it's mad.
No, real talk. I know.
I want to
I
hear
don't.
it. I want to hear
I
you.
Go on, go on.
I don't.
Go on,
I
go on.
actually
I want to
really
hear. I
don't.
want to hear. I want to hear.
The director out of the black people, yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm not. No, bro,
Why
bro.
girls wear
No.
weave?
No.
Why
work
wear
in-
weave
Let's
too?
have it. What you
I said Lucian. You know Downham? Do you know Downham? They wear weaves, bro.
Yes.
All right. That was not aimed at any blacks. No. That's why I said wear weave and you don't need weave. White people don't need weave, bro, but they put it in it.
For real.
Just saying.
I feel like there's a lot of judgment being thrown around in the studio today. Like
I'm
one-
just.
one thing-
No, I was just talking about.
Yeah.
So I was just going
Alright,
back to saying.
So right, this whole child support thing.
I was just saying
yeah?
that the money was spent wrong ways, basically.
I am not gonna sit here and say that there are not people that exploit situations and there are not people that do not act within their best interests. Yeah, that is fact. Like human nature, some people have good nature, some people have bad nature. That is fact. But at the end of the all right, so see if it was my situation, yeah. If I've got a child who's living with another parent and I don't feel like that parent would necessarily use the money that I'm sending effectively, right? I will take care of my child. Do you understand? I'm not giving you £100, but I will go and spend £100 on whatever the child needs. If that's what your situation is, and you feel like the parent
I
isn't
agree.
necessarily
I agree.
your child's not dressed
I've done that.
appropriately, then you do something about it. Also, what I don't agree with is you will have certain
I was joking.
absent fathers, for example, that are quick to be like, oh yeah, and anytime like when my mum sees the you ain't dressed appropriately or this and that.
Yeah,
When
I've
did
heard of that.
you last see your you?
Nah, facts.
If you had your
Facts.
child 50% of the time or every weekend or whatever you can do with your schedule, you wouldn't be able to be throwing these shots about the baby mum or your ex or whatever. Because when your child's with you, your child is fresh and clean and put together because you are
But hold
invested
on.
in your child. Everyone's just sending shots at the,
But
the
hold-
main parent. It's not fair.
The thing is, oftentimes though,
Because of that, now I didn't hear what they were saying.
oftentimes dudes are court ordered, isn't it? So they don't have no say on how the woman Like I said, in my lifetime, not girls that I've dealt with, but friends of mine have dealt with certain girls, and it's been that they've just like, I'm sending her this amount of money, I'm broke, fam, rare, and then you see her, she is Chris, and all she does is shop, bruv. Primani, friggin' Next.
Primani's not expensive.
Yeah, it is.
What you talking about? If you want
if you
swag,
come out
yeah?
with them big Ross Clark bags,
Primani's not expensive.
if you come out with 4 of them big Ross Clark bags, you spend some money.
Yeah, but you've got a lot for your money, and your kids' clothes are probably in
Yeah,
there too.
but the kids' clothes ain't in there
Primark
though.
and H&M.
It's bare leggings and crop tops.
If anything,
Bye.
H&M is
What
probably cheaper than
women are
Primark.
you meeting? Wow.
Not me, you know.
Nah, you
Me-
lot.
I don't
As
rap
the
with
only-
them kind of
as-
girls.
aside from the
H&M
camera
is more
woman,
expensive than Primark. I don't
As one of
understand.
the only woman speaking on the mic,
Well,
I feel
always
like
has
you
been.
lot are doing women a disservice right now. Can we talk about the high caliber women, please?
What high
Yeah.
caliber?
No, because what you lot are talking about.
High caliber
Nah.
women wouldn't be in this subject.
No, yeah, it would be because high caliber women still split up and have to co-parent.
Yeah, but then they co-parent right, innit?
Okay, so can we talk about them too?
All right.
What the hell?
All right, well then
you
put
don't want to talk about
your input in it. Talk about high caliber.
Yeah, but wasn't there a foundation as to where we got where we?
because we started talking about Kim and Kanye, you're calling Kim a hoe. Then you started talking about 50 Cent's woman being greedy. Then you talking
I
about
was-
women from Downham in top and leggings. Like, nah, not.
It doesn't like
no.
witches.
Am I the only one that's going to sit here and talk about how co-parent done effectively? Like,
Niggas
come
ain't
on.
shit too.
Let's lead with that next time.
I'm just saying. Niggas ain't shit too. I don't discriminate.
All right.
There's some
Can I have a
dusty ass
chaser for
fools.
my Ray, please, because I am not trying
There's
to.
some
drink this
dusty
neat.
ass fools
Thank
out
you.
there that's moving mad. I'm not, for me, let me just put it out there. I'm not saying women are all bad and terrible. Some dudes are dusty, brother. They don't
Not
even
some
put no
dudes,
kids.
a lot of
People
dudes.
don't put
I
no
know a
money
lot
for
of
their
waste men,
kids.
bro.
Yeah. I know a lot of waste men, unfortunately.
Thank you. Just some balance on the podcast.
No,
Get
real
me?
talk.
I know some good men.
Some
I
balance.
know a guy that's got custody of all 3 of his daughters.
Do you know? All right, this sounds judgmental. I don't care. If a man has all custody of all of his kids, wow.
Yeah.
Because you never see that.
I don't wanna
The
say his
court
name.
always leans in the favor of the woman.
I could say his
Do you know
name
how
'cause you-
bad?
Please don't say his name.
Oh yeah. You know how bad abroad has to be for the guy.
Has he? I didn't know that.
Bumbleclad.
So I know 2 people then.
I want to know. But you know how bad somebody has to be. There's been a few girls I've linked, and they're like, "Oh, I'm like, oh, you have kids," and she's like, "Yeah, but I don't see them." And I'm
Bye.
like,
Bye.
Bye.
yeah, facts. I went home. Real talk. I'm not even gonna front.
Okay.
I went home.
Oh, but then there's a lot. See, and this is a bit of a different like debate almost. But I've had conversations
I
with
wanted to tell a
females.
story.
You know, like when you're meeting guys, like when you're single, you're meeting guys and they have children, and then when they're turning around and they're like, oh yeah, I've got kids, but I don't see them. Like for me, that's like, yeah, in a bit I'm gone. But a lot of women, it's like
But why?
because
Because a lot of women stop their guys from seeing the kids.
but
True.
that
which
is
I think is ridiculous.
That is
Yeah.
that is true, but I also have to question how much fight have
Unless
you
the
put
guy
in
is an
it.
arsehole.
So it might not be a yeah, okay, bye, see you later, I'm gone straight away. But if we're talking and I'm just like. And I'm not hearing the fight that you put in to see your children. You've just accepted the situation. It's like, yeah, baby mum's moving mad, not allowed to see my youth. So whatever. When they're
You know the
18,
ways.
when they're 18,
Yeah, but okay,
then
but
they
not
can
being
come and
rude.
find
Yeah,
me.
but not being
nah,
rude then.
forget you.
But then,
I don't
but
respect
then if
it.
you've
Nah, I rate that,
just
for real.
but then if you've just met the guy, who are you for him to then say, you know what? Do you know for the last 3 years I've sat down, I've been caught 12 times, I've spent 5 bags. Who are you for him to explain that? It could just turn around, he just met you and say, you know what? I'll try with my baby mum this long.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
And now
I'm not-
what you've done, I'm saying you've now thrown him away because he hasn't given you a backstory.
And what I'm saying, what I did just say was like, I'm not saying like immediately you've told me, yeah, I don't see my kids and I'm gone. But through us getting to know each other, that is a topic that I am gonna want to question, and that is a topic that I am gonna want to know a backstory to. Because my thing is this: if you can walk away easily from the responsibility of your children, you are not the man for me. I could never be with a waste dad ever in life.
I don't think
hear that.
any man, I'm going to say this, I don't know every man, I know a lot of dusty men, yeah? But I don't think any man will walk away from their child.
You
easily.
know one. We
Oh,
both know one.
trust me, there
We
are-
both know one. I'm not having it. We both know
Bumbleclad.
one. Yeah, who's walked away from the responsibility of their child. So at the
Oh,
end, so at the,
shit.
so at
Are
the
we
end
talking
of the
about who I
day,
think we're talking
yeah,
about?
we are.
Blah.
We are.
Wow.
So at the end of the day,
No,
Whoa.
I can't vouch in it because I don't know in it.
If we're talking about the same person,
yeah, we are.
then
Blatantly
we're
we
the
are.
other way around.
But I don't know. I
I
don't know that that's the case, innit?
I didn't know.
okay, well I do from
Bumba
the father themselves. I do.
Oh,
innit?
Ross
So
Clark.
at the end of the day, and I don't respect it, and they know I don't respect it, so I can talk about it.
Yeah.
They know I don't respect it because for me, the love
They
that you
need to-
have,
They need to
Sorry,
watch this
fam.
podcast.
The love
They
that
need
you-
to watch this.
Sorry, fam.
the love
You're
that
never gonna see this because you don't watch.
No, exactly. Educate yourself.
Okay,
Educate.
and I'm just and I'm gonna stand on what I'm saying. The love that you're supposed to have for your child
true.
is supposed
true.
to
It's
supersede
true.
any hate or dislike you have for anybody else, and that is it as far as I'm concerned. I do not hate anyone. I do not hate anyone more than I love my child or my children, and that's it.
I hear that.
And that's there's not for me. There's not more to say.
Yeah, yeah.
We might need a whole next hour to Ross Clark. Wow.
Going back to I said like no man should be walking away from the child.
Nah,
Innit?
real
So if this guy that we all know,
Hey, Lord my God.
you know, is doing such,
Editing is
then
gonna be a
then
madness.
I didn't name no names.
I know
then
no editing
then
necessary.
But
then
I didn't name no names.
then
No editing
then
necessary.
what to say?
oh, why you gotta do all that? Because now I have to fucking whittle
I
that
know.
out.
That's why I was like then and then. No. I'm ahead, bro.
Bomba
Edit,
oil.
bro. You can
Is it
edit.
that big
Wow.
Gemini energy? I told you.
Wow.
I told you.
No, when he said that,
God
yeah,
damn.
it took about 4 seconds. I was like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me about 8.
Bye.
Once I got there, I was like, oh Lord, my God.
But on a real, like, just, you know, taking all the like scandal and drama out of it, co-parenting is not an easy situation, and I just feel like no one should go into that thinking it's going to be easy. It is going to be difficult because you're a split family for whatever reason, but you have this child or these children, and you both want the best, but you've also got your own baggage and drama as adults that came in the middle of that. And everyone's human, so it's gonna take time to work through the pain, the hurt, the anger, whatever else between two adults. You're not gonna get to that straight away. So there's gonna be the cussing, there's gonna be the fighting, there's gonna be the carrying on. That comes along with it. But like I said at the beginning, if the best interest of the child is what is driving both of you, then you will get to the other side and do the best that you can for the child, for those children.
No, you got to. You absolutely got
but
to. The child's got to be first at all times.
Definitely, but I know certain situations where it's blatantly over both parties. It's over, and the mother, for example, having their kid's best interest at heart has been like, do you know what? Despite our differences, you know, I'm allowing you to do all that you need to do, but the guy's so bitter about the split up that he's not even interested in the kid.
Yeah.
He's more interested in getting back with the woman.
Yeah.
And you would have thought that, I mean, you've already exhausted your chances, but the best way to enable a chance, if any, is by just doing the right thing with your kid and, you know, just, you know, stepping up with your responsibilities. But they're so caught up on point scoring or finding ways to cause disruption. So, for example, your responsibility is to have the kid for the weekend, which is nothing compared to the mother that's got it Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
You think the weekend's just 2 days, but because you're so caught up in causing disruption, you'll be like, you could just pick the kid up from school. But you think, nah, let me pick the kid up at 11 at night. So that way...
She can't have her Friday night.
Real talk.
So she only gets her Saturday night.
Real talk.
So you're now disregarding the kid's well-being because by rights the kid should be in bed
Yeah.
at 9. But because you want a point score and cause disruption, pick up at 11 and then the weekend, so Saturday.
So
so you
true.
say Sunday evening, but Sunday at 1, 2 p.m. You don't want to
They're bringing the child
where's
back.
your love and interest with the actual kid?
Because you don't
I've
want your
literally,
ex
I've
out
literally
there living
lived
her
that,
best
you know.
life.
I've actually lived that. Like I remember one girl I was chatting to, yeah, and it was exactly that. Like, oh, can I come round? Yeah, no, my baby daddy's being a dickhead, bruv. He ain't come to it. You know what?
I'm saying. So I'm saying, so your
It's
focus
mad.
is not on
It's
the
real
kid.
talk. That
I'm
is
saying
so
your
factual.
focus is on disruption and you
It's
know,
true,
point
and
scoring
that's
and
both ways. Like some women are
Yeah.
you know, like want to cause drama
Yeah.
because they don't want the father of the child to move on and all of that stuff. Or if you happen to be out at the same time and you're like,
Yeah.
you know, you've been on nights out and you could just see an argument. You already know, yeah, that's an ex and that's a baby mom and and they're fighting. in
I hate when
crew.
I hate when there's public arguments. Oh my
Curds.
god! Like we're all here to celebrate, and you two had to bring your baggage, innit?
No, it's mad. But earlier you asked the question about when's too soon to bring a new like partner around the child, and I think there's no one answer in it. Like I think it depends on the age of your children. I think it depends on who that person is around you, like and what intentions you have with that person. Like if you're just trying to have fun,
That's the word there. I was gonna say intentions for me.
if you just want to have fun with that guy or with that woman, then your children don't need to know who that is, because
If
your intention is to just have fun with them.
If
and
you're having
nothing
fun,
serious.
that person needs to come around at 11 o'clock when the kid's already been asleep for 2 hours.
Yeah,
it.
like if you're just having fun with someone, there's
Yeah,
no need
that's
to
it.
bring them into the
Come
family.
weekdays when you ain't got the kids.
Come-
Or
Yeah, just whenever the kid's not there,
Yeah,
Schedule it
come
like that.
daytime when the kid's at school or whatever,
Yeah.
or at 11 o'clock at night, and be gone before the kid. Even if the kid goes, Mom, can I have some water? Fam,
Bye.
be under the sheets like this.
You,
Yeah.
you better
You
just
can't-
hide under that bed.
Right, you know the one thing. Huh?
Man's got work the next day, yeah. So he's got to pass through whatever time he's got to pass through, do his thing, and then gone.
Yeah, go on, bye.
Wow. Anyway.
About 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock at night.
Oh, he's saying that's too late. He's like, no, I ain't got time for that.
Come round. do
Nah,
his thing.
blood. My kid can't go
If I-
bed 2 hours early just because
If
you want beats.
If I'm gonna hit,
Yeah.
and I got work tomorrow, and I want to do my thing.
So the kid must go inside the room and put headphones on, yeah?
So hold on. So you busting a nut. So you busting a nut is more important than what time the child goes to bed.
He's not my kid.
That woman's workless then. If she's
Care. Huh?
He's not my kid.
nah, you're rude.
Look at your head.
You're rude.
Look at your head.
I'm gonna stay
You're
with this one
rude.
still.
Can we edit this out, please?
We should
I'm
have
sorry.
introduced him, you know. We should have introduced this one.
I know.
No.
It's shit in the next back, bro. That would have been joke.
That is funny.
Oh my god.
So yes, I think it depends on the age of the child. I think it depends on the intention. I think this subject, I think there's controversy in it, because me personally, I think that depending on the age of your child, I don't think that it serves any purpose waiting. If it's someone that you've got serious intentions with and they feel and you think they have serious intentions about you, I don't think it serves any purpose in waiting a really long
Yeah,
time
I can
before
agree
your
with that.
child meets them. Because if you have feelings invested for this person, right, feelings are building, you're talking to them for 6 months, 10 months, a year, and they've not met your child, then when they do meet your child or your children, and that's when you start to see that, oh, rah, like they really don't like kids, or yeah, my
Yeah, no,
child's
that's
really not
true.
fucking
That's
with
true.
them,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
You've invested your emotions into this person, and now you're just gonna have to like lock them off.
I dated somebody and I had to be like, literally, I had to sleep on the couch. I knew the kid. I knew the kid already.
Like prior to you talking to that person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then when we started actually seeing each other, I had to be gone by the morning,
Yeah.
or I had to make it look like I just reached.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was
I
all, there was all these rules. You get me?
I respect
But I
it.
respected it.
Yeah.
Do you get me? It's
What's
all
your
good,
older
I
than
get- yeah.
I respect it.
What?
Look at your head.
You don't need to
I-
know who it is.
I don't think you know her.
For the
I don't think you
purposes
know
of
her.
the podcast.
But-
you don't need
but
to
ask
do
me again
your
afterwards. I don't think you know her.
Teddy.
Who? The
It
thing
don't
is,
matter.
who would
It
you-
doesn't matter.
No, but I'm just trying to think. Who was he thinking of? Because it's like.
No, but I respect it because
Anyway.
Because
she's
she's
done it in stealth.
prioritising.
Yeah, but
I
she's
do
done it in
I do
stealth
think
mode.
I do think there is a little bit of a too soon.
Yeah, facts.
So what would you say is too soon?
I'm gonna
Put
say
a number on it.
I'm gonna give 4 weeks, man.
Yeah,
as
4
a-
weeks
as a
is too
past-
What,
soon.
minimum?
Yeah,
4 weeks is too soon.
I think anything between 4 weeks, because
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people, because
Dare I say 6 for me?
I'd say anything
petty.
before 4 weeks is a bit much, because if you're gonna take 4 weeks to know somebody properly,
8.
4 weeks is a good time. If you're spending time with somebody every day for 4 weeks, 4 weeks is a long time. It's a whole month, yeah.
But then, to be fair though, if you are just all going to Nando's within the first 2 weeks and like you just bring your kid along, that's not really an issue because we're just going to Nando's. Oh, who's this? Yeah, this is my friend. And but then
No, but I'm saying like from a breakup. So say for example the whole Kim Kardashian thing, yeah.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
break
from
up,
a breakup, that's
Like
different.
there has to be some kind of time in it. Like I said, I know I said 4 weeks,
'Cause
but
it sets
straight
a bad
after
precedent.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then it's kind of like, all right. So the fact that you found someone so quickly, was you kind of talking to this person
Before,
before?
exactly.
You
No,
kind of-
but
I
too many
think
questions.
But
you're
in saying that-
forgetting-
oh, go on.
No, go on, Jai.
But I was gonna say they usually say with women they check out before they physically say.
You
they've
said what I was
checked it.
gonna say. You said what I was
So
gonna say.
so you know they say one chip.
Oh,
Say
as
the-
in
the-
they cut off.
the
so,
relationship
yeah,
was
yeah,
done
yeah,
before
yeah,
it was
yeah.
done.
before
like,
they actually physically
emotionally,
said
yeah.
it. So they say the straw that broke the camel's back, or you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real, that is
There's
real.
one chip too many. on the
However,
straw.
still, it's got to be at least 6 weeks, 8 weeks for me.
But you're saying 6 weeks, 8 weeks. If your relationship was dead a year ago,
Bye.
yeah, then you're 6
If
weeks.
it was dead, but I've only just moved out the house,
Yeah, the kids have just seen the breakup.
just seen the breakup, it's
That's
8
different.
weeks
Yeah,
from then.
no one cares how you feel, bro.
I don't give a shit. That's the
Stella gotta get
for
her
me,
groove back.
or else I'm gonna be on some.
Yeah,
Stella
Bitch!
gotta get her groove back.
not in front of the kids,
Bitch, I know you got that nigga in my house. That's what's gonna happen.
But this is what I'm saying. But again, people are just failing to
Just
like,
saying.
and this is why, yes, okay, like not everybody made the best decisions. Like we all learn from experiences. I get that, right? But it's like at the end of the day, you have to trust who you're having children with.
Whose topic
yeah?
was this?
You have to trust
Huh?
who you're having
Whose topic
children
was this?
with. At the end
Mine.
of the day, I know that regardless of any situation, right, any person that I have a child with is gonna have the best interests of their child, and that is it. That is it. So whatever madness goes on between me and the father of my child,
Hold on.
I
10
know.
minutes.
Yeah.
I know.
No, we need an extension.
Yeah.
'Cause isn't this one question? This is
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
I know that we will come together for the benefit of the
Jesus.
child, and that is all that matters. So if they don't like the fact that I'm with a dude, got a dude, they know that I'm not going to bring no waste dude. They must trust that I'm not going to bring no waste dude around our child. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing, all right, what?
No common sense comes into it.
Huh?
No common sense comes into it.
Well, what I was gonna say is, if you've got a decent woman,
Talk.
if you've got a decent partner, yeah, then calm in it. Like, you're gonna trust. But I'm talking for those people that don't have a decent woman or don't have a decent man. For me, those issues are gonna come up in it because
Agreed.
yeah, when like I know some people that I'm gonna tell a story real quick, right? I remember this girl, yeah, that I was chatting to. She was like, "Oh, come around, I want to see you." Yeah, blah 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 blah. I got round to the house, yeah, and she was like, "So what? Ain't we gonna do nothing?" And I was like, "All right, cool." So we went up to the bedroom, yeah, and then we was laid down on the bed, and she's like, "Go on, man, like, go on, you know, go on." So I was like, I look, and the cot is next
Nah.
to the bed, fam.
I don't respect that.
I look in the cot, my man's in there on some dribbling, just.
Hi, hello, Dada.
So I'm like, yo, my man's right there, bro. We can't do nothing. She's
I
like,
don't-
oh, he's too young to remember.
I don't respect that.
I'm like, fam,
He's
I
too
don't-
young to
I
remember.
don't respect
he's
that.
not gonna remember because he's too young.
I've heard people say that. they remember.
Fam,
Okay, so here.
I left, bro.
Was you coming back?
Was I coming back?
Was you coming back?
No,
So my
Was
thing
you
with
coming back? That's the question.
I wasn't gonna come. I didn't come back once.
So you hit one
He's
time,
asking.
then
He's
Oh,
asking.
was
you.
I gonna come back?
Yes, he's what he's asking you.
Yeah, depending what the situation.
He's
was
saying
like.
bun the child. He's saying bun the
why
child.
you sugarcoating
Yeah,
it?
he's saying
Straight,
bun the
depending
child,
if
man.
The sex was good. Like,
He's saying bun the
that
child.
then,
If the sex was
innit?
good, if the sex was good, might have come back. But my thing is, I know that you're not right.
So she's not right, so you can hit it.
No, we
Oh.
didn't. He said he left.
Oh.
But yeah, but I'm not beating. Now that I know that you was gonna have
Yeah,
your
but
child
is he,
in
are
the
you not
bed next.
grasping what he's saying?
What? That if what?
He's
Oh,
saying if you weren't going to go back, then you should have went through.
Yeah, he's saying
Basically
basically
what
no,
he's beating, bro.
I have too much respect for
For
the
children.
youth, bruv.
Thank you.
I got too much respect for the youth, bruv. I couldn't do that.
Well done.
Do you know them ones there?
What you lot
I
not
know
gonna clap
baby
that,
daddy
no?
turned up at the
You're
night
not gonna
time.
clap that.
I know this.
He had more respect for the woman's child than the woman did.
Yo.
Hello?
Wait. So
Even if I beat the one time,
this is my super friend, and he's my super friend for a reason. So I don't need to even clap that because we're already on the
But I
same
just feel like
mindset.
the
Yeah.
viewers need to know.
Oh.
that
I mean-
I feel like the viewers of the podcast
Man didn't say it for no
need to
props.
know.
I'm just
No,
saying
but
some
like, he
some people
respected
be
the
wilding.
child more than the mother of
And
the
if you
child
watch
did.
But we're on the
sorry,
same ilk,
but
so,
you
but I
know what
get
he
that,
did.
yeah.
You know what he
I'm
did.
just saying.
Yeah.
See, because you lot just like to do the negative, but I like to give
No,
praise when
I
we do.
respect that.
All right, so in response to what you said
Mm.
about, all right, if you've got a good partner, then they will make the right choice. But then this is what, like, I need to understand. I need my partner or my ex-partner to know, yeah, that if you make the decision to bring any gal around my child that doesn't maintain the child, you need to be scared to do that. If you don't
But-
have the common sense to know to do that off your own
Facts.
moral guide and principles and all of
Facts.
that, then if that's not going to do it, then fear needs to do it. Because if I roll up, yeah, because some disrespect has happened to my child,
The thing is,
everyone's getting
dude
it, and
rolled
I
up.
need you,
But
and
the
I
thing
need
is,
you to be scared
my
of
man
that.
rolled
I
up,
need
bro.
you to
The
be
baby
scared of
daddy
that.
rolled up, fam.
But the thing is,
It was a madness.
This goes back
Could have been a
to
madness.
mindset
Wow.
because the
Right.
same example I gave before about
Wow,
bitterness.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
I
Roll
can
up
use
for
the
what?
same example.
Came round because he just had a feeling. He just knew that something went right. And it was also boom, boom, boom. I know you got some dude in there. And I was sitting on the couch like, oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm going to have to bust a nigga ass. And there was no trains. So it was just like whip somebody's ass and then
And stay there.
and either stay there or find myself under a bush somewhere. Because it's his ins, innit? I don't know what's gonna go on, but I'm not going down. I'm not going. I didn't do nothing. We stayed and watched DVDs, and she was vexing her ass. But my man turned up about what? 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock night.
You watched DVDs? Was he there?
No.
Okay.
We was watching DVDs, and I just heard,
I can't with this story.
I was just like, "Yo, who's that?" I was like, "Yo, on God," and I can feel my inner psychopath just starting to ring, bruv. Like, on God. We're gonna fuck up your whole house.
I go back to my question: where are you finding these females? Like,
you know, when you're young and you don't have no real morals and
you
standards
can't
yet.
distinguish.
Yeah, your energy is just, oh my God, I need some sex,
you can't differentiate.
Man. You know the ones, the Friday night burns, man. I need some sex, man. You know them ways. And then she's just,
I find myself in some sticky situations
fam.
that I can't think of right now, but I've been in some.
I'm glad.
Like wow, like how did I get myself
Real talk. And it's like, oh my God, that's probably the worst one I can think of. But it could have got peak, and he would have been. And the thing is, my conscience was saying to me, he's got every right to come in and hit me in my face.
Yep.
Because he don't know what.
Not really.
Well, he don't know what I've done and from what I ain't done.
Yeah.
And the situation, from his point of view, is peak, isn't it? So he would have had every right to try and fight me. I would have had to beat him up and then say to him, "Fam, nothing happened." But I understand why you was mad.
He clearly was not that guy, because if he was that guy, she would have been too scared to have you in the house in the first place. Point proven.
Facts.
So you had nothing to worry about. He's not that guy.
Well, I don't care if
Yes
he was
and
that
no,
guy.
man.
I'm biting off his ear like Mike Tyson.
Listen, there's girls out there, yeah, that can get punched from here to New Cross, right? But they'll still
do the same shit.
Still, because
Still do the same shit.
Old habits. They'll
Die hard.
The itch. Have you seen that meme going around that says your body tells you when you want something?
Yeah.
And it's going, I want weed, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
There's girls out there and it's like, yo, Willie, please.
Yes,
and it's
please.
Like, fuck it.
I've had
When nigga
gal-
comes home, I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll
bruv.
take it.
I have met some wild girls. I can't even lie.
Why?
I remember one time, this random
It's
story.
nuts.
This
I
girl
can
had
always find
sex.
an
She
offset
just
for-
finished having sex. So I had to text her. Oh, what are you up to? Oh, I just finished having sex, but he didn't scratch the itch. Do you want to come around and finish?
Wow.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like this. So these are the type of broads that I'm saying.
Man said broad.
These are the kind of women that I'm
These
like,
broads, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Just saying, innit? And we've got 3 minutes left.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
Right.
Hey. Sorry.
Right. So
But
yeah. What are we saying?
It's up to you. I mean, we done one question.
Yeah. The other question was just foolishness. I just want to see reactions.
I've got a list.
Of what? Of the whole thing? Oh, list.
Of questions. So I'm saying we can extend or we can end. It's up to you. I've got questions.
I'm easy, bro. I'm happy to go.
I've got a few things in it.
Because I'm enjoying this. So I'm happy to stay for another hour.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
Then I'll start asking questions.
Oh my God, this guy, right? He don't like talking, said he
Hold
don't
on.
want to be on the mic, and he's had
Hold
bare
on.
to say.
I
I
got
love
to
it.
book it then, innit?
I like Mr. Opinionated in the corner.
All right.
Sorry, why would you want Mason Greenwood on your team?
Hear what I'm saying?
Nope.
Hear what I'm saying?
Nope.
Should I?